Yeah, yes, you know what? Uncooked chicken is my cast. Cooked chicken make you laugh. Uncooked chicken. Uncooked chicken is my cast. Cooked chicken make you laugh. Uncooked chicken. Uncooked chicken, and you know it's my cast as I do at 3 o'clock in the morning. Yes, as I do my little podcast in the morning. Uncooked chicken is my cast. Cooked chicken make you laugh. Uncooked chicken. Hey now. It's the comedic Adventures of Uncooked Chicken. Yeah, Adventures of Uncooked Chicken. Listen, it's my comedy journey giving you this funny comedic adventures of uncooked chicken. Comedic adventures of uncooked chicken. Comedic adventures of uncooked chicken. Ain't no need to edit. You know I said it. Adventures of uncooked chicken. Yeah, man, listen. I'm telling you, man, uncooked chicken is my cast. Cooked chicken make you laugh. Listen, that has to be the widest intro that I've ever done. Hey, yeah, baby, yeah. But check it out. Listen, welcome to this 20th episode of Uncooked Chicken Podcast. This is a commuter cast. It's done in the car. Listen, it's done in my hybrid studios of NateNathaNathaniel. All three peoples is me, one guy, three names. NateNathaNathaniel. Yeah, you heard it right. You heard. Listen, I give you like 20 to 25 minutes comedy journey that I'm going on. I'm trying to be the creator. I'm trying to be the coat. Listen, it's cold outside. Sometimes you need a coat. And I'm trying to be the createst comedian of all time. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, let me tell you, ain't nobody more creative than me. Listen, I'm telling you, I am the greatest. You better know. You better ask somebody. This is an improv cast. You know, things coming off the top of the head. This is my practice session. You know, when I'm giving you the goods, baby. Some people don't give you the rawness. I'm giving you the raw, uncooked chicken, baby. Yeah, that's what we doing up in here. Now listen, I give you 3 F topics on Uncooked Chicken Podcast. The first F topic is the funny that I'm working on. Yes, sir. The second F topic is for real. No, stop it. The second F topic is, you know, familiar that's going on in the world. Free that chicken, fry that chicken. We're going to talk about a little bit of that today. And the last F topic is for real, though. Fake to the new. Listen, that's what I do. Thank you for downloading this 20th episode. I've been a little bit under the weather. But now I'm trying to get back to it. Trying to get back to the chicken. Hey, yeah. But listen, man, I woke up in the morning and listen, I had a nightmare. Listen, you know they say children are a blessing. You hear that? They said children are a blessing. And I believe it. I believe they're a blessing. Yes, I do. Children are a blessing. But I'm going to tell you when they not. Yeah, I'm going to tell you when they not. You know, I had a nightmare. My wife, my birthday's coming up. And my wife, she said, congratulations, happy birthday, congratulations. I said, thank you, babe, thank you. She said, we's pregnant. You know, that's when children are not a blessing. You know, especially when you're 52. Let me tell you something. 52-year-old hearing that's a nightmare. Let me tell you. Some people say hashtag blessed. I would be hashtag stressed. Oh my gosh. You telling me when I'm 60 years old? The kid's barely in elementary. Oh no. That's a broke night. Oh no. Listen, you telling me I'm gonna be 70 years old and that kid just barely graduating high school? Oh no. Oh no. Listen, tell you, that would knock me down. That would knock me all the way down. I ain't gonna lie to you. Yeah, that would be a nightmare. And I'll be telling my wife, I'll be, hey baby, I understand what you're saying to me, but didn't we put a silencer on the Glock 10? You know, I mean, I don't understand how this could have happened. You know, I'm just asking follow-up questions. That's all. I'm just, okay, well, you know, didn't we detonate the bridge? You know, didn't we blow it up? You know, how did the soldiers, how did they get from point A to point B when there's no bridge? But you know, it's fine. It's fine. We've been through a lot together. So I'll just go ahead and raise as a kid. It's fine. That would be a nightmare, I ain't gonna lie. That'd be a nightmare. So I hope that was just a nightmare and nothing coming up. Listen, I hope my wife don't be like, hey baby, congratulations. Baby, I'm telling you, nah. I'm saying it, but I don't listen. I'm hoping that's not what I'm putting it out there, but I ain't trying to put it out there. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, baby. But the funny that I'm working on, that's just the nightmare I had. The funny that I'm working on is people with bro, like no bros. You know, there's a lot of different bros. You know, it's like bro 2.0. You know, we got Trump 2.0. I need bro 2.0. Something got to get me through these next 4 years. You know what I'm saying? Listen, so I'm thinking like you. What happens if you know, like, you're a person and you have no bro at all, right? No bro. You know, I had a surprise birthday party for me. I had a surprise birthday party when I turned 50 years old, you know, and everybody was there. My peeps was there. And my blind mama, they ushered her into the room. Yes, sir, they did. I walked in, everybody like, surprise, surprise. And it was good. I had a feeling. I was like, oh, I got some bros. You know what I'm saying? I got some bros. And my mama, she couldn't see, but she heard, right? You know, my mama, she like, what that character called? Listen, Uncooked Chicken is a what they call it? It's a pop culture references as well. Let me tell you, my mama, she like Daredevil. You know, she can't see, but she got heightened awareness. Like her other senses are superpower. You know, so she heard all the people, and she counted all the people. She said, my wife, she said, it sounds like your husband. She told my wife, she said, it sounds like your husband got about 52 people, 52 bros. And my wife's like, yeah, mama, he got some bros. She said, oh, praise God, because I thought he didn't have no bros. Thank God that he got a bro. You know, and I was like, oh, that's nice. My mama didn't think I had no bros. She thought I was broless. She thought I had no bros. You know what I'm saying? So I think mama, she's glad she looking out for me. She's looking out for a baby. You know, but what happened, like, the no bro also works for people who still fly the Trump flags. You know, Trump gonna be president, right? And you know, people who bought all the Trump paraphernalia, who brought the mug, who's drinking the Kool-Aid out of the mug, you know what I'm saying? Who brought the sneakers, who's walking his walk with the air trumpers, you know, that has the electoral map on the shoes, you know what I'm saying? Who's gonna go out and buy the King Trump inauguration Bible that they're coming out with. Listen, you know, they still flying the flag 2 years later. Let me tell you something. That's a no, bro. That is a no, bro. That's when everybody had to go to your neighbor and say, hey, it's been 2 years. We know, bro. You know what I'm saying? Let them know. We know, bro. He won. You know, put the American flag up. Take that damn Trump flag down. What's wrong with you? You know what I'm saying? Them no bros. Gotta let them know. You know? And then I was thinking about work bros. You know what I mean? Because some people don't have no bros, but do you have work bros or do you have not at work bros? You know what I'm saying? You know, work bros are the bros you just have when you at work. That's like, oh, that's my work bro. You know what I'm saying? We work bros, we do things together. You know, we have training sessions together. We're like, hey man, did you see they gave us 3-4 hours of training? That's crazy. You say, yeah, bro, that's crazy. But then after y'all working, you ain't talking to them no more, except through Monday through Friday, because that's your work bro. You know, and that's fine. That's fine. And then you have not at work bros. And those are the bros that after hours, you still hang out. You're like, okay, that's my not at work bro. You know, they can be your work bro, and they can be your not at work bro. You know, that's like a double. You can have one person that can cover both. Now, it also works for your person, your spouse. You know, and not at work bro can work for your spouse. I took the day off. Listen, I got two hustles. I took the day off. Yes, I did. I'm at the house. I'm just, listen. I'm just watching the Avengers, you know what I'm saying, all day. I watch all of them. Because you know what? I don't know if they're going to be able to do the Avengers like they used to. That was a great, listen, Marvel did their thing back in the day. So I'm watching Hulk smash all day long, I'm watching Hulk smash. Wife went to work. My wife went to work. She come home. She say, hey, baby. She's like, is dinner ready? You know, my wife, let me tell you, I called her my mama. Woo-hoo, yes, sir, she ain't gonna like that. But don't you dare tell my wife that I call her my mama right now. This is an improv cast, listen. Mistakes will be made on Uncooked Chicken, but we don't go back and edit. We don't that. So listen, don't you dare tell her that. Don't you dare tell her I call her my mama. Woo-hoo, boy, I tell you, I'd be in something. But listen, she said to me, she managed people at work, right? So she come on, she said, hey. She said, hey, is dinner made? You know, I'm just sitting there, I'm watching Hulk smash. You know what I'm saying? I'm watching Hulk smash. She said, is dinner ready? I said, babe, I took the day off at work, and I'm just vegging out, babe, just vegging out. Did you bring dinner home? I asked her. I said, did you bring something home for us? You know, because I'm curious. I said, maybe she did, you know. And she's like, nah, you just been home all day, and all you've been doing is watching Hulk smash? I said, yeah, baby, I'm just decompressing. Just watching Hulk smash. I said, no, but I didn't make any dinner for you. She said, oh, okay. You think you want to go? You going to get up and make something? Have you cleaned anything? Have you washed any clothes? I said, hey, baby, listen. Let me tell you something. Not at work, bro. You know what I'm saying? You ain't managing nothing here. You not at work, bro. Let me tell you. That's when your wife becomes you're not at work, bro. You know what I'm saying? You gotta let her know. And then, man, you gotta have a bro. Everybody needs to have a bro. You know, that's that kind of bro where y'all been through some things together, man. You've been through some times and you can talk to him about anything, you know what I'm saying? I gotta have a bro. Now, my have a bro, man, he came up to me. He said, hey, man, I want to tell you something. I said, what you want? He said, hey, man, listen, I want to tell you that I'm dating your ex-girlfriend. I'm like, whoo, when you talking about that one that's she little cuckoo for Cocoa Puffs. You know what I'm saying? The elevator don't go all the way to the top. You talking about that one? He said, yeah, man, I'm dating her, but she gonna get therapy. I said, man, listen, there ain't no therapy in the world. He said, watch it, NateNathaNathaniel. That's my new girlfriend. I said, all right, I got you, man. I said, cool. He said, I just wanted to let you know I'm dating her, and if that's everything, is everything cool? I said, man, you know she crazy, though, but if you want her, I said, yeah, you can have her, bro. That's when I knew we would have a bros like that, you know? And then you got them no cap bros. You know what I'm saying? You got them no cap bros. You know, they don't be lying to you. So you love them. I had a no cap bro. He came up to me. He said, hey, man. He said, hey, I want to date your mama. I said, you want to date my mama? What you talking about? You want to date my mama, man? My mama blind. What you talking about? He said, yeah, I want to date your mama. I said, man, that's crazy. Why you trying to date my mama, man? You capping on me? He said, no cap, bro. I said, ooh, boy, you crazy. He said, nah, I'm just playing. I'm just capping. I said, okay, cool. I said, but I do want to tell you something, though. I said, me and your mama, we have been hooking up. He said, stop capping with me. I said, nah, no cap, bro. We really have been. He said, man, that ain't funny. I said, listen, man, me and you, we've been through some things, and you know you might have a bro. He said, yeah, man, I know. I said, I just wanted to let you know that every month, your mama and me, I have a bro. I'm just telling you, that's what happens. I have a bro. Yeah, you need to get them have a bros. You know what I'm saying? You need them. You need them in your life. Let me tell you that, man. And then, like, listen, the last bro that you gotta have, though, the last one you gotta have is like, it's almost like a foreign language. You know what I'm saying? that's a job bro. You know, it almost sounds like Javaro or Zavaro. What's that little weight loss shot they take? You know, Manjaro, you know what I'm saying? But it's not that. It's another one. It's called Asajaro. You know what I'm saying? Asajaro. And you know, those the kind of bros when you have the Asajaro. That's the kind of bros where, you know, you about 50 years old, right? You 50 years old, and you not employed, and you live with your mama, and you play video games in your basement, in her basement, all day long, you know, and then you pause the video game, and you look at each other, and you say, man, we broke. We need to get our ass a job, bro. Yeah, man, that's what I'm talking about. So everybody, I know you got an acid job, bro. You need to get one of them acid job bros and get your job, get yourself employed. Yeah, man. So those are the bros I'm working on in 2025. Yes, sir. Bro 2.0. Now listen, the familiar that's going on in the world today, yes, sir, the familiar is we got the inauguration. Dun, 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 dun. Yeah, we got President 47 about to be sworn in, and I wonder which Bible is he going to use, because he got a new Bible. It's the Trump Bible. You know, is he going to use King James, or is he going to use the King Trump Bible? And people are like, well, that ain't funny. You shouldn't call him King Trump. I was like, hell, he called himself that. Stop it. Yeah, he did. Yeah, he did. You know, he did. You know, when he was on the campaign trail, he went to some people. He said, hey, just vote one more time. You ain't got to worry about voting again. And I don't know if he was like saying, hey, you guys are old, and about time the next election comes, you going to be dead. Or he meant, hell, I'm going to try to change this thing to a monarchy. You know what I'm saying? We ain't going to worry about no democracy. I'm going to be king. I'm going to change. You know what I'm saying? I'm just wondering how that is, why he said that. But anyway, I had a segment last episode of Uncooked Chicken called Free That Chicken, Fry That Chicken. You know, that's what I said, free that chicken, fry that chicken. I'm going to fry the chicken that decided to have the inauguration on the same day, on the exact same day that we observe Martin Luther King holiday of equality. Are you kidding me? Who in the hell thought that was funny? You know somebody planned that. That's not a coincidence. You are not putting the whitest person in America on the blackest day in America. What the hell? That is not funny at all. Fry that chicken, fried, pecan. I don't know who tried. Somebody, listen, that ain't no coincidence. Somebody did that. They planned that one. They planned it like nobody's business, I'm telling you. So we gonna fry that chicken right there. Yeah, man. And then listen, there was a news story on the familiar. There was a news story that two guys, they decided that they were gonna go into the Oregon woods, listen, and they were gonna find the mythical creature Sasquatch. You know what I'm saying? They went to the Oregon woods to find the mythical creature Sasquatch. You know, they were going to capture him. Now listen, it was two dudes, and let me tell you what happened to them. We say free that chicken, or fry that chicken. We gonna also add or freeze that chicken, because these guys froze to death. You know what I'm saying? Froze to death in the Oregon woods. Now listen, I'm just saying, if you're going to go look for a mythical creature, you know, let's prepare yourself. That's all I'm trying to say. I'm just saying, prepare yourself. You know, you can't be going in the Oregon woods with flip-flops on and shorts. You know, Like, hey man, listen, we got the rope. Okay, we got the bear spray. Okay, all right. What else we got? We got the shotgun. Okay, we got rope. Oh man, are we missing anything? Should we get some coats? Nah, man, we gonna be all right. We gonna catch Sasquatch, and if we catch Sasquatch, we'll skin him. And after we skin Sasquatch, we'll use his fur to put on our bodies to keep us warm. Ah, man, that is a great idea. We gonna catch Sasquatch. Oh, yeah, we gonna be on TMZ. It's gonna be amazing. Oh, yeah, we gonna catch this mythical creature. What the hell? Freeze that chicken. Yeah, man, but then unfortunately, they died. They did not get to they didn't get to catch Sasquatch. He's still running around in the woods. Maybe Sasquatch caught them. I don't know. You know, I would say fry that chicken or free that chicken, but free that chicken, it looks like their souls have left their body, so they free. You know what I'm saying? I just don't understand people. Listen, are they married? Like, did they spouse say, hey, yeah, that's a great idea. Go look for Sasquatch. You know, listen, if they spouse encouraged them, talk about batshit crazy. I don't know all of it, but I'm just telling you, you gotta free that chicken, fry that chicken, freeze that chicken. Yeah, man, you can't make all this up. I'm telling you, Google it. If you don't believe me, Google it. Google it. Listen. All right, man, listen, man. Last F topic, I'm telling you. Last F topic is for real, though, fake news. Listen, back in the day, man, I went to a hypnotist. For real, though, fake news. Went to a hypnotist. I was sitting there in the crowd. They pick people. Pick you, pick him. Yeah, and I jumped up and they're like, hey, yeah, pick me. And I jumped up there, for real, though, fake news. And then they had us doing, like, you know, all kinds of stuff, you know, jumping jacks on the stage. And they hypnotized me, for real, though, fake news. They said, you gonna be Michael Jackson, right? So they hypnotized me as Michael Jackson, for real, though, fake news. And so they had me up there, NateNathaNathaniel. They had me kicking my leg like I'm Michael Jackson. They had me, for real, though, fake news, touching my junk like I'm Michael Jackson. What? They had me moonwalking like I'm Michael Jackson. For real, though, fake news. They had me singing Billie Jean. Listen, they had me singing Thriller. They had me singing Thriller. Let me tell you something, boy. For real, though, fake news. Now listen, I'm gonna tell you something right now. Was I really hypnotized? You know what I'm saying? Did I go up on the stage? Was I really hypnotized? Did they have me doing the Michael Jackson on the stage? Is that for real, though? Or is that fake to the new? Now listen, I will tell you on the next episode of Uncooked Chicken. And then on the last episode of Uncooked Chicken, listen, we talked about for real, though, fake news. The first time I went to the comedy show, listen, the first time I did this joke, yes, sir, the first time I dropped 2 B-bombs in front of my peeps, in front of my daughter. Listen, she sat me down and had a chicken one-on-one, with me and talked to me. Said, hey, daddy, I'm very disappointed in you. You used the 2 B-bombs, breast and balls. Listen, did that really happen? Did my daughter sit me down and tell me I need to be better and not use the 2 B-bombs? Let me tell you something. That was for real, though. Yeah, man. Baby girl, she sat her daddy down. They had to talk to me about some things. Yes, sir. Had to teach me. So she told me. So I told her, yeah, okay, we gonna not say that in front of you no more. We good. You know what I'm saying? We good. Now listen, man. Listen. I want to thank all y'all for joining me on this journey, comedic journey, for me to be the coat, put that coat on to be the greatest comedian of all time, the most creative comedian you never heard of, NateNathaNathaniel doing his thing. I was a little bit under the weather, but that's okay. We gonna do it. We gonna grind, baby. We gonna grind. Yeah, man. Now listen, man. Listen. Hey, show some humanity in this world. That's my CSA. That's my chicken service announcement. Show some humanity in this world today. You know, love thy neighbor. You know what I'm saying? Help people. You know, pray for people. That's what I'm saying. You gotta do that. Yeah, do what you can. Yes, sir. Yeah. All right, well, I want to thank all y'all for joining me in this episode of the comedic adventures of Uncooked Chicken. Comedic Adventures of Uncooked Chicken. It's my comedy journey, giving you this funny comedic adventures of uncooked chicken. Comedic adventures of uncooked chicken. Yeah, comedic adventures of uncooked chicken. Ain't no need to edit. Hell yeah, I said it. It's the adventures of uncooked chicken. Yeah, man. See you next time. Yeah, baby. Yeah, baby.